Hey, I'm Luke, and welcome to the band Junkies basement. We haven't done an interview for a while. Whoa, it's Jason O from that dude from that band. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing, Luke?
Good, very good. So this episode is brought to you by Happy Valley Song Lab. Tell us about your studio.
Oh, yeah. Well, so Happy Valley Song Lab is a studio that my wife, Angel, and I started over the pandemic. We did not have any place to perform because live music shriveled up and went away. And so we created this space so that we could have a spot to pour all that passion into. And it's kind of just naturally grown from there. A lot of interest started to come our way, and so I'm happy to be here to talk about that and music in general. Thanks for having me, Luke.
Yeah. So I remember when you first posted about the studio, and then I reached out to you, and I was like, come check it out. We were trying to figure out how long ago that was, and it was like almost a year, and since then you've upgraded things.
Yeah, it's so you were actually one of the first people who was ever in Happy Valley Song Lab.
Winner.
Yeah, first. So since then, we've just continued to expand on, the vibe of the space. We have an internship with My Hero Zero through Penn State University. And the first semester that, we reopened that, all the interns came down and they were hanging out in the studio. And they said, what are you going to call this place? And we said, what do you mean, call this place? We just, decorated this room so that we would feel inspired to make music. And they said, no, you should brand this and you should, make it a thing. We were thinking, so far everything we've been doing has been about the music. My wife, if you're not familiar, she is the manager of My Hero Zero.
Yep.
And she's been working with us for 4 years now. And she's really passionate about, taking our music to the next level. She said, for this next phase, visuals are going to be just as important as the music. So let's make a space where people feel inspired to come down to, where when we take video, it's going to look really vibey. And let's see, if we set it up right, who we can attract and what happens, and kind of let that come next. So we landed on the name Happy Valley Song Lab because it's not just about writing a good song anymore or recording a good song. It's also about how do you capture it? How do you represent it visually? And then how do you market that?
And that was something we were talking about originally, which is like what is different about this studio compared to other studios. And you use the word that someone comes in, it's almost like a mentorship, regardless of where they're at. It's the first song they wrote or all this stuff. And then you help them with the songwriting process and branding themselves. And
well, that's kind of, it was an unexpected result of opening up the space, because for me the idea was really just kind of open and then see what the market is asking for. And what I found is I was expecting to get kind of almost exclusively people who felt comfortable with their music and wanted to just have a space to record it. What I found was a lot of the people reaching out at first were just kind of inexperienced musicians who are saying, I think I can write songs. I'm not even sure I like the word mentorship. I started calling it coaching at first, but that doesn't even really resonate with me. It feels like collaboration, in the collaborative spirit of sitting down with a person, and talking about what it feels like to want to create music and to not be sure you can do it. And I think that's one of the most relatable things for every musician.
because some places are just like, hey, if you want to come in, it's this much per hour, and we set it up, but it's a lot more than just that. So in the past, well, I guess it's almost like 2 years now, it feels like the whole music scene, someone hit a Control-Alt-Delete button, and it's been interesting. There's been lots of bad things, but some good things. So that came out that you weren't playing all these shows during that time, so you got the studio, so that's cool.
Yeah, for me, the Control-Alt-Delete part of the last year and a half has been, it's like the universe just put this whole, gap where this studio space came in. And then when the live shows came back, I said to myself, like, well, I couldn't have done this, but now I've got this studio space, and I'm so lucky because in between the shows, in between the My Hero Zero practice is there now. So we're down in the space. As we move forward over the next few months, we're going to be continuing to move in a direction where we're also shooting videos. So like think of it less as a practice space and more of it more as like a home performance area for the band.
You're traveling. You go to what? Secrets in Ocean City. How often is that?
Well, in the summertime, we were going there every single week. But now, as we're moving forward, we go to Secrets once every 2 to 3 months.
Nice.
Kind of just we make sure we stay in the area because we do have a lot of fans in Ocean City, Maryland. We've also been traveling to Atlantic City and Boston. And we're going to be doing New Year's Eve at Washington, D.C.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
That's cool. And Karen Dixon is singing with you, and she actually did the interview way back when I did it on my phone before I had Matt and Mason helping with all this. But it was funny because she brought a piano down here, and we're in the basement. So she was like, "I'm bringing my piano," and I thought it wasn't like a keyboard. It was like
a piano
kind of that we brought down. But Karen's awesome.
Yeah, Karen, that was another unexpected side effect of the pandemic is Karen, as you know, Karen Dixon is phenomenal at what she does, and she's had a thriving solo career. But because of Control-Alt-Delete, she also was available for shows, and there was a period of time where we were like, hey, you're not playing, we're not playing. Would you like to make some music together? And that kind of just snowballed into a place where now Karen's part of the group, and we are spending this time figuring out how do we find a voice for Karen Dixon inside of My Hero Zero. And we're really excited because the next phase for the band really includes a lot of original music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we wanted to get into that. So there's, covers versus originals and so you have My Hero Zero, which also does originals and everything. And then you kind of rebranded yourself. Tell us about yourself rebranding.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people know me as Jason O. That's a name that a 17-year-old decided on. Really great. Really great kid.
When you were 17?
Yes. Uh-huh. I don't think that I felt that I was enough on my own. Who is Jason Olcese? I don't know. It doesn't matter. But Jason O. That sounds cool. And I made a lot of acoustic singer-songwriter music. I produced 7 albums with my father, and we ended up releasing the last 3. But as I progressed down my artist path, I ended up not really resonating with that music or the name. When Angel came on the team, we started talking about rebranding, and she said, "Why don't you call yourself Jason Olcese?" And I said, "No, that's not possible." So we came up with the name J.O., and we've been over the last year releasing music under the artist name J.O. But it took a lot less time this time, but I realized that that name is also not resonating with me. So I'm taking a new step in my career, and I'm going to release my first song in about a month and a half as Jason Olcese.
As far as visually rebranding, I always remembered you with the big dreads. I actually asked if you would bring a dreadlock for me. Did you remember a dreadlock?
I did not happen to bring any dreadlocks today. Yeah,
Oh.
I like to say that the dreadlocks are now part of me. They're inside instead of on the outside. Yeah, but that was 10 years of my life. I felt like that person. I remember being young, and when I visualized who and what I wanted to be, it was a snowboarder who had dreadlocks. One of the questions I get most often is, what happened to that guy with the dreadlocks? And sometimes I say, oh, that's actually me. And sometimes I say, that guy's, he's not in the band anymore.
They were like, we'll have to show a picture or something. I got you a present. It's a Band Junkies lighter.
A Band Junkies lighter for all of my candles.
It's great for candles.
I appreciate the Band Junkies lighter. I got you a present too. Do you happen to have those stickers?
Sweet.
Perfect.
Cool. They're all different colors. Awesome. Ooh. There it is. Yeah, so we're going to play a song, and what's the song and what it's about?
We're going to be doing a song called Hungry Ghost, and I appreciate in advance your addition of the cajon to the music. I was doing some somatic healing work with a group, and I was talking about what my life has been like. And for me, part of the artist path has been figuring out why am I not happy? I've struggled with mental health over the years, and trying to understand what it is about me or our culture and my place in it that has made it really difficult for me to feel like I am at home and understand why I'm here, so to speak. And I was talking about that, and one of the women that was in the group said, feeding the hungry ghost of the feelings I don't want to feel. And I said, do you mind if I use that line in a song? All along, I've been thinking I should have it all. Never stop to wonder the hell for. From one to you when I gotta go. I gotta go. Night after night, chasing a feeling I could never describe. Honestly, I think I just wanted to hide from everything that I felt deep down inside. Deep down inside, but I've been feeding the hungry ghost of the feelings don't wanna feel. And I've been so scared for so long. I don't know if it's me, if it's me, if it's real. If it's me, if it's real. Day after day, all I wanna do is run. I try to stay, try to pretend